Hello, my name is Dr. Shambles, and today we have another gameplay category video. Category gameplay video. And today we have some different matchups. As you guys can see, I'm playing against the Elbaf Luffy. This is because I just came back, by the way. I was away, and I didn't know that the sim had updated with an extra lobby search, let's call it that. You know, there's very different lobbies that you can search now, and I was still at the unlimited, which is where you can play with the OP17 leaders. And because I didn't know that they updated another lobby section where you can play just up until the starter decks, I was playing against this Elbaf Luffy because I had so much fun, you know, playing against something else. I decided to post this, and also I think it's good for us to think a little bit, because we're gonna get start decks at the middle, if not almost at the end of the OP16, and so we need to think about, is the starter deck good enough to keep up, to make purple category good enough for the OP17 leaders. It's very hard to speculate that because we obviously don't know about every single card that has been released for or revealed in this case for the OP17. But there are some decks that are already super insane. Elbaf Luffy, I don't think it's one of them. I think we deal very well with Elbaf Luffy as it is, because it doesn't have much support revealed. For example, Green Shanks, I think it's an absolutely insane deck. Why didn't I swing with... Oh, because he has a free block with Loki. Okay. Like, Green Shanks, even without support, has already been showing insane results, by the way. And I tried the deck a little bit. It's definitely one of the best decks, and I think it's going to be a deck that's gonna counter Katakuri. Okay, so we need to take that into account. We need to pay attention to that, because that can be a problem, obviously. Okay, I'm sorry, I was seeing what I was doing there. I guess I blocked in counter one. Another is Purple Kata. Purple Kata, what? Purple Kaido. I don't know if we deal well with Purple Kaido. I think we do. I don't, but like, again, we don't have all of the support revealed. But I do think we can deal with Kaido. Elbaf Luffy, it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Elbaf Luffy has the potential to be the most broken deck out of all of them. But for now, we don't have much support, and that support, and the little support we have, it's not enough for this deck yet. Okay, the deck is very inconsistent, and so for now it feels very weak. But like, depending on the support Luffy gets, and he doesn't need much, by the way. Like, for now, as you guys can see, we're seeing the Usopp, which is a searcher, we have Loki, which is a secret, and we have the Rush Luffy, which is the other SR. So we have the SRs and the secret, and all of them are pretty good. You know, I think we really need like, more consistent. For example, Usopp does not search much except for the Loki and Luffy, and so his search is not consistent, you know, but has the potential to be the best deck, by the way. Luffy has the potential to make every single one of his characters a blocker. I have that feeling that's what he's gonna do. As you guys can see, he already kind of does that with the zombie Luffy and Loki and so on. So yeah, he has the potential to be the most broken deck, by the way. This, we don't have the blue leader revealed yet. Like, we don't have the blue leader reveal, and I'm expecting also a very broken blue leader, because they're just saving it for last. Here I could have set up, I remember at the time, oh, okay, now I know why I just didn't set up game, because he was going to use the, yeah, well, but I could have just swung, actually. Yeah, never mind, I should have swung onto life. I could have set up game right there. I didn't do that because I was extra confident, I guess. But yeah, I'm expecting a very broken leader on blue. And well, into Lily, I haven't seen much of Lily because she's definitely the one I'm the least excited. But for what I've seen, she's already very good on the team, even with just the support we got. Because she's yellow, she does yellow shenanigans, and we already know how yellow works. Yellow pretty much plays the same deck. Plays the same deck in every single yellow leader. You know, maybe variations here and there, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, and I think Katakuri is gonna struggle a lot against that Greed Shanks. Depending on the Elbaf Luffy support, he could struggle against Luffy, by the way, because I can see Luffy having so much blockers to the point that you don't get much life, and as the game drags, I feel like Luffy's gonna become stronger and stronger, but we'll see. Kaido, I think it's gonna be a 50-50, not gonna lie there. Blue leader, we don't know, and Ling, you know, it's yellow, so I guess also counter. So I don't see a bright future for Katakuri in a meta for OP17, but I could be wrong, and I hope to be wrong of it. Obviously, we're gonna test it. Speaking of testing, I wanted to start working on the guide for you guys, but you know, it's hard because the sim is not really updating that much. How do I say this? Because the starter decks are not out yet. The sim still has like a bunch of lobbies, you know, like we have unlimited, now we have the starter, and then we have the main one. And to search games is very hard here on the unlimited and starter. If we go to the starter lobbies, we only see people trying the starters as they should, you know, but you can actually play against, you can play with everything up to the STs. And with unlimited you can play the OP17, but I kind of wanted to test against more meta of OP16. But I can make a guide that is less focused on specific matchups, because the idea was to help with specific matchups, as I always do. But yeah. Yeah, that's it. Maybe I'll do it, but yeah, for now I still haven't started working on it, simply because I wanted to wait till the sim updates, but I guess I'm just not gonna wait. I'm gonna start already, and then we'll see. But yeah, okay, now we should finish game. We could have done this kind of long time ago. He plays this Nico Robin. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, to be honest. But I never saw people play that Nico Robin up until this guy, but this guy never played Nico Robin, so we'll see. We'll see how that Elbaf Luffy plays. Because I'm very... I think I already told you guys, I make decks depending on the characters and not really on colors. Sometimes on colors, for example. Actually, this green-yellow Law was one of the very few times that I didn't do a deck because of the colors. I love Law, but this combination of colors and how the strategy played, it was just something I hated, to be honest. My two least favorite colors, right then and there. So yeah. Now I don't really mind him that much anymore. There was a time I was thinking about doing him because he's low, but yeah. But yeah, so because I do decks more based on the characters than the colors, I'm not really... the only colors that I look the other way usually are the yellow and green. Green, it's not because I don't like the color specifically, it's because I don't have many cards, and he has so many deck cards now, and yellow just shares a bunch of the cards, and all of them are expensive, so I'm like, nah man, I ain't gonna do that. So yeah. So usually I looked at the red, blue, black and purple colors characters, and then I see which one I like the most. For now, to be honest, the character, like in terms of characters, it's cool that they're making the Yonkos, but I kind of hate that it's just more of the same character. So I was a bit disappointed in there. We'll see about the blue character, you know, but if not, I'll just do the Elbaf Luffy because it feels like the most new character, you know, and we'll see. He looks. I did try a little bit of the Elbaf Luffy with the support we have here. He's not consistent, but he's very fun actually. so yeah. But yeah, so I'm looking at that Luffy. If not, yeah, I'll look at that blue leader. I'm expecting that blue leader to be the one that gets my heart for this OP17. By the way, I know I don't need to make a deck on OP17 if I don't want to. I can just play my older decks, but I'm gonna get a box for the first time on OP17. I'm gonna make a video opening that box, by the way. And it just feels like it would be a waste for me to get my first box and to not make a new deck, because it's the first time that I'm not just gonna buy the singles and I'm just gonna open and see what I get. And since a lot of my two of my friends usually buy boxes as well, and they trade between them the cards they need, and now it's gonna be me with the third box, so it should be super easy to make a deck. And so I think it would just be a waste to not make a new deck. And for now I'm looking at that Luffy, but I would prefer the blue leader. Kaido, I know he's purple. He looks like fun actually, but I really don't like the Kaido character, man. I don't know. I don't like Kaido. I do like Kaido, but compared to what I was expecting for Elbaf and such, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I'll see. You know, maybe I'll end up doing Kaido because he's purple. I don't know, but I don't think so, because I'm not really looking at him at all. I'm looking at Elbaf Luffy. So yeah. So Law is stopping my swing from Katakuri. He already made a lot of board. He has potentially 3 swings, but I think it's just 2 because he needs that Law to be a blocker now, because I took a lot of lives early. Not only that, he took his own lives to swarm the board. So yeah, now we play the pudding. There you go. And I guess we can just swing a 7. Since we cannot swing with our 5 cost Katakuri, might as well make sure we get some cards out of hand. We have 8. Next turn we could potentially just play Katakuri, 8 cost Katakuri vanilla style. By the way, if you didn't get anything out of that conversation, will Katakuri be viable in OP17? I don't think so, I'm sorry. I don't like lying to you guys, so I'm just gonna say I don't think so. I feel like it's gonna be like OP13 all over again. Like, these new leaders are bringing some very big power creep. Again, especially for what I saw, that Green Shanks is insane. I don't know if it's insane overall. I'm sure there's counters, but against our purple kata is very insane. Very, very insane. So here he swings with Cavendish 8k. He can now swing another. Can swing other numbers now, because I already gave him the block. I don't really care. I don't have much counters, so I'm gonna have to take some cards. I take this. I think here I'm gonna make a mistake. I think I'm... We don't have the 10 cost Big Mom, so yeah. Yeah, it's this mistake. I could have just used my Divine Departure here, by the way. But I think there's a skill issue here in me as a pilot, because I forget that I can use Divine Departure, and I try to hold on too much on Divine Departure on my hand, and I shouldn't. I could have just used Divine Departure with and 7 cost pudding as well, and leave a 2k on my hand, you know. It doesn't make that much of a difference in this specific situation, but there are situations that it does make a huge difference, and I shouldn't hold on that much to Divine Departure. So now that Law is no longer a blocker because we filled his life a little bit. We also got a life back. I'm gonna try to dry up his hands. There you go. I'm not gonna give him a life to make that Law blocker again. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because I feel like Purple Kata late game is much stronger now, much stronger. I feel like it's okay from time to time to give them life and then just try control the board. Because I feel like we can threaten game at any time with the amount of the board we swarm and the amount of big characters we actually have. So our late game is so much better with this starter deck. He's definitely gone. Oh, he counters a 2k. Oh my god. That's actually really good. That pretty much told me he has no counter. Besides the Oden that he just got from top deck. By the way, sorry, if you guys are hearing me drinking something, it's milk. It's early in the morning, I'm eating my breakfast. Also, since by the way, since I was talking about Divine Departure, I was thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna do this, by the way, but I don't feel like it. But there are some people playing only one Divine Departure and 4 Mamaragans, you know. I was thinking about doing that because I do give more use to Mamaragan than Divine Departure. Simply because I'm a bad pilot, like as you guys can see. I hold on to Divine Departure too much. So I was thinking, you know, maybe try to transform that weakness into a strength by having more Mamaragan to have more interaction if I need to. Yeah, I'm just gonna block here. If he wants to swing with that law, that would be nice. Actually, if he wants to attach one down and swing with that law, I would love that. Because this next turn I'm gonna clear Holly's board, and that could potentially set up game. Oh yeah, okay, nicely played. He's now gonna get a he now gets Bonnie Blocker. That's good, and now he can make another 8k with Law if he wants to. That would be a bit more problematic because I cannot counter out of it. Yeah, there you go. We're still gonna clear all of these swings here, by the way, but it's gonna be a bit more annoying. Now we're gonna get another life thanks to this Lily. I'm gonna go 8, yeah, 18 to Law. Priority is to get rid of that Law because that Law becomes a blocker at 1 life, and Odens kind of already got their value. They're now just swinging. Let's go 6. Yeah, let's go bunch of 6s. Actually, a bunch of 6s. 2 6s, leader and pudding. So that should be 2 cards out of hands. That's gonna be 4. That's gonna be down to 4, down to 3 probably. He could potentially counter out of that 7k Katakuri swing. Yeah, he lets it go. Now I'm gonna go 7. If he lets this go, then it's just great because we just took out all these swings. Pretty much like it's gone. If he lets this go, we're gonna get Bonnie out of the board with our Leeling. Setting up 2 lives. He has 3 lives. It's okay. In 1 turn, we can threaten game. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter what he does here. He needs someone with Rush, and I don't feel like he's playing with that, with Rush in his deck. Okay, plays this Bonnie, by the way. I did not know about this Bonnie. I didn't even know of the existence of this Bonnie. I didn't really take pay too much attention to the AB03, by the way. Yeah, AB03 was a expansion, a set that I did not pay attention to. Pretty much I just saw what they got for Purple Cat and I was like, okay, well, fine. Bye-bye. So yeah, I did not know about this Bonnie at all. But I guess he can stop our Katakuri from blocking. We still have counter, so it's okay. Can we take this? Yeah, we can take this. We can take this. Yeah, if he wants, he can go all the 9s. Yeah, we can take everything. We can take everything. It doesn't matter. If he goes 9 to pudding, we counter. We just counter out this one. Yeah, we finally use our defense departure. Okay. We can go for a game, by the way. He has 3 cards in hand, and we already know that 2 of the cards he's going to get to hand are going to be 1 case. Let's go 9. Yep. I'm going to go 10 here. Can spend 3 2Ks out of hand, and then our 11 should do the trick. Yep, there you go. I don't know if it was an interesting matchup for you guys, but since it's a different matchup, I really wanted to bring to the channel. Obviously, I want to cover as many matchups as possible before dropping the guide. Now it's against Black Crocodile. So I started with 7 cost pudding and 8 cost Katakuri, and no 5 cost Katakuri. Unfortunately, I thought I needed to keep the hand. You know, I feel like when you have these 2, because you can do something at least on the 7 down curve, I feel like you need to keep the hand. I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments if you guys agree with this or not. Should I keep hands when I don't have the 5 cost Katakuri? Because I feel like 5 cost Katakuri, 7 pudding, and 8 cost Katakuri are the 3 pieces that you kind of need to see in your hands at the start of the game with the most consistency. But I feel like I should give priority to the pudding and Katakuri, and if I see these 2 and not 5 cost Katakuri, I should not mulligan because I could get a worse hand. But you guys can tell me if you guys are greedy with the mulligans or not. I learned not to be honest. I think I'm gonna counter out this. No, I don't. Okay, because I thought if I counter out this, I don't think it's a good counter. Yeah, let's grab a 2K. Very bad, very bad. I was trying to see if I got another. Was there a 3 cost pudding? I don't think there was. Oh, I forgot now. But I don't think there was. If there was, I should have grabbed the 3 cost pudding to have the little ramp. Probably should have used my Moragan here. Get a card that replaces itself. Okay. Oh, also, I did not know about these new cards of the One Piece live action series. So I had to read all of them every time. The cards are good buffs to this deck. Yeah, it could potentially just... that Miss Valentine gives him so much consistency, actually. Well, there you go. We had to take that. I feel like we took too many lives here. Actually, no, we counter out some of them. I don't know. Very weird to say. We have the 5 cost Katakuri. This is one of those times that I kind of wish I had 4 copies of the 2 cost Katakuri, because if we don't see 5 cost Katakuri or the 8 cost Katakuri when we drop the 7 cost pudding, then we can just on the next turn play 2 cost Kata and then replace it into something what we are missing, and then still have Dawn to attach and make pressure. But here we don't have anything, so it is what it is. He plays Bon Clay and plays a 2K. He's gonna draw and yeah, he's gonna draw and trash. Oh no, he trashes Bon Clay. I thought he was trashing the 2K. So that's the pudding gone. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, we got another Memorangan. We cannot play the 10 cost Lily. He has a lot of cards in hands. He has a one down up. He could just use the event. I think he's just gonna use the event. That's what we're trying to bait. Okay. He does take. We play Katakuri. Maybe I should have played another pudding, you know? Play another pudding to play Katakuri, and we still draw. You know, so we go ahead neutral. We do lose Dawn, though. I don't know. I don't know. We were in a weird spot by not having that 5-cost kata early. He's gonna start dropping now his secret rare Crocodile. Yep, gonna stop. Yeah, because by now we could have already have a 10-cost Lily or a 9-cost Lily on the field, and we just couldn't have enough done for it, for both, for any of them. So yeah, now it's just gonna stop. By the way, I thought he was going to use the event, the 1-cost event that would freeze, but I guess he's not playing it, at least not that I'm seeing. Let's go 0 onto 0. He could counter. He does counter. Now we go 5 and we go 6 on 2 lives. Okay, he has 4. Let's see if I can. What am I gonna do here? Oh yeah, it's gonna. He can't play another secret crocodile. That's gonna be annoying. What? I take the 6. Okay, well that. Oh, okay, no. Oh my. Okay, no. Now I took too much. What am I doing? Oh my god! I just took everything. Okay, this was a misplay. Why the hell did I took that much? I don't get it. Was I afraid of the 1-cost event? Maybe. That's the only explanation I see here. I quite literally took everything. Yeah. I feel like here I took too much. I feel like I should have countered there, and then here on this turn I could have done the exact same that I did, but instead of swinging onto Mr. 1, I swing onto lives and just pressure lives, because if I counter correctly the last turn, he couldn't finish this turn. But yeah, it is what it is. Because if I counter just a little bit in the last turn, I would have at least 2 lives now, which would be enough, I believe. Gets another 2k. Goes to 6, yeah. Ah, we need to take that one. Yeah, we just lose. Yeah. I'm gonna ask for a rematch. I should have countered a little bit more on that last turn. I took everything. But now we're gonna do a rematch, and I'm gonna try to go second against Crocodile. He starts with the search event. I kept his hand because I do have the 8-cost category and the 5-cost category and the search. So I should be able to at least find the 7-cost pudding. If not, we already have a little ramp with the 5-cost category, and you have the 8-cost kata. So we have a play here, so this is a much better hand. We do find the 7-cost category, the 7-cost pudding. The only thing we don't have is the 3-cost pudding. Yeah, we just swing 9. I'm gonna keep the 2Ks in hand. He searches with Miss Valentine. Sorry if you guys were hearing me weird. I forgot that I need to be a bit closer to the mic. I was just chilling. Damn, Mr. Golden Week. He uses very well the Mrs. Golden Week. Mariana, is that her name? Marianne? Like, I feel like he gets so much consistency because he does know how to use her very well. Yeah, he goes on 8, we take that. Now he goes 7. He takes. Now he's gonna play the Missile Sunday. Yeah. Like, the way he was cycling and stuff, it's just so much easier for him to find his curve plays. This guy played very well. Mr. 5. Damn. Now he has a blocker. Very well played. We take this one. I feel like... Didn't we use... Why didn't I use the leader effect there? Damn, I'm making so many misplays. Ooh, I should have gone onto board there, actually. Well, okay, well. I'm playing so weird this matchup. Why? What the hell? Okay, now we use the leader effect. We have to use a 2K, I guess. Yep, here he comes. Yeah. He's gonna stop 2 of our attacks. I think we can take away his whole board here. We go oh, he's gonna block. Okay, we cannot take his whole board. He's gonna block, yep, and we just take her away, then, okay, fine. Now he's gonna have to keep stunning our Lily. Damn, him stop, okay, here him stopping 2 swings was... He's tough, it's very tough. He's gonna play another Crocodile. We take that one. I feel like I could have blocked with Katakuri there with the with his 6K leader swing. No. Okay. I'm using very badly my swings. Yeah, very badly. Very badly. Yep, no. Okay, now here, because here's the thing. In the last game, I feel like he swarmed the board very well. And here I shouldn't have played this Katakuri vanilla style. I should have played the 7-cost pudding. Okay, I'm making mistakes here and there. Okay. For example, this Miss Valentine is getting way too much value, and I could have got rid of her this last turn. I'm just not doing it. Like, that's just too much value. It's gonna play another Echo, yeah. It's just gonna keep stopping our swings. Because now, it's just impossible. Now we know he has a 9k event. Yeah. Yeah. Now the game is gone. Okay, here, if he countered out this, just swing onto that miss. Oh, Jesus, okay. I don't know. I should have gone for board here a little bit. Oh my god. Yeah, I should have. I wasn't going to end the game here. I should have gone, like, after his hands dropped to 3 there, I should have gone for that miss Valentine. Even if he still countered, it was still a better decision than what I did. Because now he has 5 swings, I have 2 blockers, 1 life. I do have a good amount of counter, but I'm gonna have to let go of these 2 8-cost Katakuris. And then he can, if he has the 4th Crocodile, he's just gonna stun 2 people again, and that's it. He's gonna go 6. You can counter out this. If he doesn't, and we get... Okay, I guess he doesn't. I don't know why he did this. I guess he's just gonna stun 1. Whoever he stuns is what we need to... No, no, just take that one. Just take that one. 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 Just take that life. Please don't block there. No. Oh my god. Oh, just take that life. Oh, this was just a huge mistake. Just a huge mistake. Okay, still blocked. Oh, but this was such a huge mistake, man. Just a huge mistake. Well, I guess I still took. Now he's gonna stop the swings. I could have baited him into trying going for game if he just needed to attach to Dawn, but okay. I had so much counter. Oh well. Okay, now he has 2 cards. If those 2 cards are 2Ks, then it's done. But... Wait, I could have gone 3. Like, we can win. Attach 3. 3 and leader effect? What?! No! Oh, you trolled. You could have won. Attach 3, that would leave us with 5 Dawn. Attach 5 Dawn onto pudding, swing, attach 12 swing. What are you doing, Dr. Shambles? What are you doing? What the hell did you just do? Why? Why did you do that? You could have won this game. Oh my god, I played so bad this matchup. Okay. Why didn't I go 9 there? Why didn't I go 9 there? Well, I trolled. This, okay. I wanted to place this replay on the video because at the time I wasn't seeing what I was doing wrong, but now I can do. I could have actually won that game very well. What the hell? I could have finished there. I could have finished there. I know I said I could have baited him to game, you know, to attach more Dawn, but what I did still worked, and I could still finish the game that turn. Oh my god, what did I do? Well, it's okay. Black Crocodile, it's a viable matchup. You can do that matchup. I was just so dumb. I think in both games I did too many mistakes, so yeah. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you to the members of the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.